Hey everybody, my name's Chris Warren.
My name is Matt Lopes.
Welcome to the You Should Be Worried podcast.
This Almond Joy is an incentive. It's an incentive to have a good podcast. If we don't have a good podcast, I will not have this Almond Joy at the end of the podcast.
Listen, we're filming at night. Ben's blackout drunk. I ate a
got
whole
our producer
pizza. My
drunk as
stomach
fuck.
hurts.
Welcome to the You Should Be Worried
Matt
episode.
shit
Ben
his
gets
pants.
drunk.
We're all over
I
the
did not
place.
shit my pants. Doors be opening without anybody at the bottom. House is haunted. What did you say?
Malcolm threw up
your
earlier.
problem? You had too much pizza.
I had too much pizza. My tummy hurts.
Where'd you have pizza from?
Shouts out Crust Issues in Norwalk.
Crust Issues.
Fucking
Good pizza name.
amazing pizza.
Round of applause for that fucking name. That's a crust. This is the best podcast episode ever.
Yeah.
The crust issues is so good.
Crust Issues in Norwalk, amazing pizza. But it's so good that I had a whole pizza to myself because I couldn't stop, and my tummy hurts.
A pizza place called Cheese Be With You.
Do we explain to the people that it's a back-to-back banger, or do we let them think the next week has happened?
Oh, okay. No.
Yes, it's been 1 week since we recorded the last podcast.
No, it's smart. We should tell them just in case this episode.
We should tell them so everyone knows how smart we are that we mismanaged our schedule.
We didn't mismanage anything. This
Yeah,
is us
Ben-
managing the schedule. This is
Ben
us
just had to
doing the
go live his life, dude. What's that?
Ben is going to Michigan for a week, and therefore we recorded the podcast, last week's podcast yesterday, and this week's podcast.
So we totally
was made 13 days ago.
But we totally saved a bunch of cool stories and ideas in the last 12 hours since we recorded the last podcast.
We did not.
I'm cooking. I got pulled over on the way over here.
Did you really?
I swear to God I did.
You're fucking lying.
No,
You're lying,
I swear to God.
You're lying.
I'm lying. I got pulled over.
I'm pulling a Tyler.
I got pulled over.
You would have talked about it.
I'm telling you right now.
Talking for a half hour before this podcast, you would have brought it up.
I'm bringing it up now.
Okay.
All right, Malcolm threw up. It was chaotic downstairs.
You're right. Malcolm ate a leaf. You fucking dumbass. And now Chris didn't get to bring up his fucking pullover story.
So I got pulled over, and I was like, oh shit, I wasn't even doing anything wrong. So I pulled to the side. Thank God, license not suspended anymore. So I was like, try me, cops.
Hell yeah.
Sure, is my license still expired? Absolutely, but it's not suspended. So
yeah.
And as I was sitting there, the cop comes over to the side, and he's just like, hey man, don't freak out. You're not in trouble. And I was like, well, now I'm getting shot. Like, there's no way that's good. That's worse. That's so much worse. And he was like, he was just like, hey man, I just want you to know that you don't have your lights on, so your back lights aren't on, and like people drive crazy, someone's gonna rear end you, so you should probably turn those on. Can you turn those on for me? And I realized my lights were on. I turned them on. He's like, yeah, looks good, man. Have a good night.
Oh shit!
And just got back in his car and fucking whipped out. And I was like, wow, dude.
That's so nice of
What
him.
a wholesome police interaction.
You know, dude, that's so weird how fucking drunk Ben's playing with his dog. It's so weird how like cops are kind of nice sometimes. Isn't that crazy?
You know,
It's like the media.
Oh no, please continue. Please continue, Matt. I would love to hear your hot take on this.
Hell no. ACAB for life, baby. Go fuck yourself if you're a cop.
I would.
If you're a cop, I don't want you in my fucking high sight.
Jared's dad's a cop.
I haven't seen him yet. And I will never see him even if I did meet him in person, I would never see him as a real person.
You would be like, oink, oink, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with Uncle Joey?
Oh.
You should come to our...
That's all I'd say.
You should come to our...
Jared's dad's like, nice to meet you. I'm like, ugh. This fucking guy.
Hey, Jared, what's up with your mentally challenged friend? Is he okay? Like, is there anything we do to help?
You should come to our next Christmas Eve party, and you know what Christmas Eve is to the Italians.
Oh, it's
It's the biggest holiday ever.
It's like 11 fish.
Dude, it's so big. You should
so
come
many
there. You should go
fish.
there and call. You can be like,
It's like an aquarium to these motherfuckers.
Oh, it reminds me of the ocean.
we're going to Mystic.
Down by Sicily. Mystic's the Sicily of Eastern Connecticut.
You ever been to Silver Sands? It's real nice at Silver Sands.
Dude, why Italians Italians, like, as an entire race of people, have Down syndrome. What's up with them?
Yo, fuck you, Chris.
They do. I can't be the only one that thinks this.
What are you, Chris? What are you?
I'm Irish and Swedish
Yeah,
mostly.
loser.
Oh, so you have big fucking tits and you have a fucking drinking problem?
Yeah, pussy.
I mean, yeah, that pretty much describes my life.
Shut the fuck up. Like,
But now I'm
your
Jewish.
family
so.
also doesn't. All right, and that's worse. I'm kidding.
No, please explain.
No, I can't. I don't know how. I don't know anything about them. Italians are not the Down syndrome race. They're not.
They're not.
That's Guatemalans.
They're
I'm kidding. I don't even know what that. I don't even know where they are.
no, Italians. No, Italians are not the Down syndrome race. Italians are the Down syndrome of white people
Oh, I like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought you said that they weren't white people.
because they have Down syndrome.
Okay.
So my grandpa used to look at them and be like, "Nah,
Did you know that people who are born in Ecuador,
please continue."
it's like they named it Ecuador because it's on the equator?
Okay,
Did you know that? Did you know that?
you want to look at a map right now?
Yeah, I look at a map right fucking now. Do you think that I'm lying? Oh, you think I'm lying? You can look it up. Ecuador is located on the equator.
On the TV.
I don't like how you're not saying anything right now. It's because you don't know. It's because you don't know where your fucking placement of the countries are. I looked it up, you fucking idiot. You think I just talk willy-nilly out my fucking little starfish out my asshole?
Did you turn it on?
Fucking pig.
Is Matt drunk too, dude?
I'm
What's
not
going
fucking
on?
Drunk. I had Haven hot chicken before I got here.
There we go. Oh,
So if a little history lesson for those that didn't know, and make sure you type in the comment section if you didn't know this. But the land of Ecuador
Ecuador.
is located on the Earth's equator, and the equator is the opposite of the prime meridian, because prime meridian is the y-axis. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, would you suck my fucking cock? Look
Rio
at that.
Bamba.
Look at that.
Esmeraldas.
The Nueva Loja.
Dude, I'm sorry,
On
what?
the equator. It's located right above the equator. That's crazy. Now, do you think that they draw like a line in the sand for where the equator is?
That red line is accurate. There's just a red, big, 1 mile long red
You think
line.
you think the Earth came with that?
Yeah, I think so.
That's sick.
Like a racing stripe so it can fly
That'd be
through
sick
space
as
faster.
fuck, dude. What if the aliens left that for us and that's all? That's all we like. Because if that's so interesting.
Wait. Question.
Yes.
No, I already know what question you're going to ask, and the answer is the equator is an imaginary line. Like, no, it's not actually anywhere. Like, it's literally like it's just something that we use, that we say exists.
Hold on. That's not my question.
Oh, it wasn't your question. Okay, go ahead.
You have the Earth. Assuming every country is like United States faces forward, Antarctica faces down, and the North Pole faces up, right?
Okay.
How did they decide where the equator was? Like if you had a basketball and you had to decide the middle, but then I just like gave it to you and went like this.
I can actually, Chris, if you don't mind, I have the perfect answer.
Doesn't
for this.
but wait, do you see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you rotate it. Now the middle changes.
No. The equator. See, all right. So the Earth's axis. I'll tell you right now, bitch.
Can we edit?
Not making that fucking
Can we
face.
edit a lab coat on the mat for this
Yes.
episode?
So an Earth, an equate. You have the Earth, and the Earth is like this sphere, right? And you know how it's not a perfect sphere; it's kind of like a football, a kind of elongated ellipse shape. Because it's longer up and down than it is side by side.
Wait, it is?
It is because the Earth lives on an axis, and all the centripetal force. Don't look at Chris. Don't look at Chris.
That makes total sense.
Do not
No,
look at Chris like
Matt
I'm
is-
feeding you bullshit.
No.
Matt is
This
crushing it. Matt
I
is
am
crushing
crushing
it.
it
It makes
right
total
now.
sense. It makes total
Okay, you don't get to love dinosaurs and not have to know about space.
No, for sure.
Okay, because I know about the asteroid. I know about the Chicxulub crater that killed the. All right. Anyway, you have the sphere, and it's on an axis.
It's longer?
It's just a little bit longer.
Okay.
It's not like an actual like.
It doesn't look like a
because
fucking
you say
oval.
shit like that, and then flat earthers start thinking, oh well, maybe it's not a circle at all.
Clear dome.
Yeah,
The
dude.
firmament.
Dude. Also, by the way, I know we were talking about how your brother said that there's a dome underneath for water and a dome above for the atmosphere.
Which way?
And then I said, isn't that a whole fucking circle?
You're like, oh, so you do believe it's a sphere.
I said that at a show and it crushed.
Oh, really?
So if you want that because it's your brother, you can have that shit. The
Oh, well, I'm saying it too.
yeah. There you go. So basically, you own the joke. And so what was your question? Why the equator is where it is?
Yes.
Right. So that's because it's not the equator is not. So even though the Earth is on an axis sideways,
Yeah.
the equator is still like fucking
Right. It still takes
perpendicular to the sun.
Right. It's
Because
still
the sun is
straight.
fucking like coming at you this way.
Right.
Right. Equator's got to be perpendicular to no matter where the Earth is positioned, because that's where the sun's getting the most. That's where the Earth is getting hit with the most fire.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
Can we get a pause break for that? Listen, good science. Let's play the Bill Nye the Science Guy song.
And the Earth is tilted because the sun has gravitational pull.
No, because if the sun had gravitational pull, then the Earth would just be regular.
Well, no, it does. That's why we go around the sun.
Because it has
No,
gravitational
we go
pull,
around.
right?
That's why we go around the sun. That's not why the axis is tilted.
So why is the axis tilted?
Because, dude, when the axis tilts, when the Earth is revolving around the sun and it's doing its own thing, the axis is like going like this the whole time. It's
So
like
it's changing axes.
The axis. No.
We are so dumb, dude. We should not talk about
No,
science.
we're explaining it. People are watching this podcast for informational
It's
reasons.
hilarious us idiots trying to figure it out.
How about you look it up? Does the axis move
Listen, if there was-
around does Earth's axis move the more we go around the sun? Does the Earth's axis move
Let me just tell you, if there was,
the more the Earth spins around the sun during centripetal force? Look it up.
if the axis was related,
Look it up.
if the axis was related to some niche historical fact that had a lot to do with racism, I would know. All right, I would hone in.
Dude, if Earth had anything to do with bone density,
or skull shape, I would
Chris
have
would
the
be
answer.
all over that shit. What's it called? Biodiversity.
Phrenology.
Phrenology. And how do you spell that? Do you know how to spell it? That's PH, right? Or is that F?
F, I believe.
It's FR?
I believe it is.
Damn, dude.
Could be wrong. I'm not good with letters.
All right, so what, did you figure it out, Ben?
They're chalking the Earth. They're chalking the tilt up to the Big Bang Theory. They're saying long time ago that something hit the Earth, and that's why it is tilted off kilter. But because of that,
Oh, that's sick.
because of that, we have seasons, which makes
I
total
remember
sense.
that. Yes,
Makes
yeah,
total
it does
sense.
make sense.
Anyone else think the Big Bang Theory is bullshit?
Yes.
Right?
No.
Yes.
No,
There's
'cause
no way an
here-
explosion spawned.
Oh, I'm
all
surrounded
of
by
this
fucking
being.
idiots,
No,
dude.
Matt.
You really
I
think
want to
the
really
Big
pose you a
Bang-
question.
It's got to be.
I really want to pose you a question.
Okay.
And this is
I'm
not me
interested.
doing a bit.
Okay.
So the Big Bang Theory basically goes that everything was...
Sheldon, Leonard,
I'm going to punch a hole
the
in the
whole
wall.
universe
Yes.
was in this what?
We built a pyramid. That's right. So it was all in this little ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say like is the size of a bowling ball. or whatever.
Bernadette.
And
He's still on it. All right,
I'm gonna fucking break my glasses. Young Sheldon. This is now a Young
Keep it
Sheldon.
going. We'll
Fan
pause break
theory
for drunk
podcast.
Ben.
We just every episode we watch an episode of Young Sheldon and break it down.
The Young Sheldon podcast where we watch 1 minute of Young Sheldon.
we have a new episode every day. We record a new 2-hour episode on the 1 minute of Young Sheldon every
All
day.
right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So it's all in this little like, bowling ball size thing.
Yeah.
And then it explodes. What caused it to explode?
The pressure buildup.
How did we get to that point? There's no like the whole thing about the Big Bang is everything makes sense, but you have to like give me one miracle that the initial thing that caused the Big Bang happened out of nothing.
No, well, yeah.
But after that, everything makes sense. But the cause of it, it's like I can't explain. It's like basically what science says, and it
We
really
got to
annoys
go
me.
into the birth of molecules a little bit, and then once there's so many molecules in one area, they start having their own gravitational.
Yeah, but why are all the molecules in that one area?
Before the Big Bang, the entire universe was all like gas. And then, like, that's what the first stage was. It was a bunch of, like, nothingness.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of nothing forever for a very long time. And it's all, like, just molecules of space, like atoms and shit like that, right? And then over time, it turns into gas because there's so many molecules. And then over time, billions of years
Where are
later.
the molecules coming from, though? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I don't know. Where does Jesus come from? Yeah, exactly. So I'm just telling you what the Big Bang Theory is. It's a theory, Chris. It's a theory. It's not a fucking story. It's not a story like the fucking Torah is.
That's the thing I hate about scientists. There was like, it's a theory, so I could be wrong. That's like the guy's like, I don't know, bro. You do think though?
It's a theory, meaning that it's checked all of our boxes so far. It's just we weren't there to actually fucking see it, so we can't say it's a fact. A theory is a well-tested thing. I can't believe I'm the one that has to be smart. I majored in biochemistry
for a semester. A theory is when they do scientific method all the way through, but nobody was there to actually see it.
Guys,
so they have a theory about it.
The real answer is the Big Bang was God breathing life into the universe and creating the world, and scientists are just mad they don't want to admit that that's what it is.
Get your sober-ass ideology out of here.
Where did God exist before the universe was created?
God is the only thing that's ever existed.
So you're saying that God is the universe right now?
Yeah.
Okay, then you believe in the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Not really.
If you believe in the universe and science is like, yo, Big
if
Bang
I believe
Theory,
in the universe,
and you believe in God.
If I believe in the universe existing, that doesn't mean I believe in the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, it does.
Didn't we have this argument that like all the scientists who have ever been like great are all like extremely religious people?
Yeah, 100%. All of them have been super religious.
That was really cool.
Okay,
that's really cool to find out.
For anyone,
that's what I'm saying.
For anyone to separate it is stupid.
Also,
except for the dinosaur bones. Those were buried to test our faith.
Yo, shut the fuck
up.
Earth
is 7,000. The Earth is
shut the fuck
the
up.
Earth is 7,000 years old.
Wait, Matt, what are you doing when the dinosaurs, like, yeah, those were their bones, but they look
wildly different.
They look wildly different. What would your reaction be?
What are you talking about?
No, wait,
like they didn't have like those scaly figures. Like
maybe that's what's coming out because we have science. Callback.
Like what if they were all furry?
That's probably what was happening now. Now we're figuring out like T-Rexes probably had a bunch of feathers and shit, and they weren't actually scaly. Like we're figuring that out now. Like that's wild. Used to think that they were fucking lizards and shit, and now because we know they're more like birds, we're brushing off these bones and we're finding little tiny like divots in the bones where like you would see like a. Can you fucking listen?
Hold on. Who knew that?
You excavate a bone.
Can you listen, please?
You hand it to a guy in a lab coat. He puts it underneath the microscope. He goes, bone.
Very good, very good. I love that. I love that so much.
Bone 900 out of it.
I do love that it.
Shut the fuck up. And
wow.
So you have
wow. He's being rude, dude.
No, we're not. We're not. Let me get. I love this part. Give me a sec. So what is that? What button you press?
The boom, boom, boom.
You have these excavators, right? Like the ones at Pompeii. They're just brushing these fucking dinosaur bones. And over time, we start seeing like these fucking dinosaur bones. They have like little divots in the bone where
feathers would be?
Where feathers would be like plucked into. And so that's how you know, now the feathers might not still exist, but those divots in the bones exist. So you think, oh shit, this motherfucker might have had feathers attached to it. And then you go down the whole line of it. They're related to chickens and shit like that. And now you have a whole new version of like how people see dinosaurs.
Wait, is a chicken a mammal?
Chicken, no, it's a bird.
It's a bird. What are birds?
Reptiles.
They're reptiles.
No, birds are their own thing.
There are their own thing?
Yes.
Birds are flying reptiles.
They're not flying reptiles.
Okay, name birds lay eggs, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, reptile.
That's.
What would I look up? What
so do fish. Are fish reptiles?
Fish reptiles. Water reptiles. Fish, water reptiles.
What about amphibians? They're like.
Amphibians, half and half. They're like wops.
The classification of birds is categorized under the animal reptiles.
Dude, no way.
Yo,
no way,
what?
Dude. That's crazy as fuck.
I like how it took us 76 episodes to realize that Matt's a genius, but only in science. Why have we never talked about science?
Matt's like when Kevin can do math in the office, but it has to
but
be
only
with
poker.
Yeah.
That is crazy how birds are reptiles.
I didn't know that. That's nuts. I thought they were
fish are water reptiles, and then you said amphibians are half and half. That means that they're like they'd be like me, half Italian, half Portuguese. So that means that amphibians like frogs and turtles would be classified under wop chop.
Non-binary.
Non-binary.
Do you think if I just came out as non-binary, I could do more with my career? Do you think that would help me?
Dude?
Yes, because motherfuckers would be like, oh, he definitely looks like that's why he looks like a girl.
Right.
Under that mustache. That's why he looks so feminine, but on the other hand has a mustache.
Listen, if I thought I would be pretty as a woman, I would go trans 100%.
Dude,
the only thing holding me back is I would be an ugly woman.
You just start your set with, hey, my name is Chris Warren. I am a trans man. I'm a trans man. Pronouns are they, them. And then just start telling all your fucking bad, like your horrible jokes.
That my joke. Dude.
Horrible, not in like the fact that they're bad. All right, I came out wrong. They're not like the jokes are badly
Matt's
written.
been coming after me all night,
Shut the
dude.
fuck up.
We talk
No.
about science. We talk about
I should be able
Ecuador.
to speak freely, and you guys not have to take it the fucking way that I said it. All right, you should understand that I have an intent in the way that I say my words, and that also the words that I say probably gonna come out wrong because I don't know how to fucking talk.
No,
okay?
we saw. You know where Ecuador is. We know you're smart now. You can't play this game anymore. You're responsible for your actions
I'm smart
now.
geographically, scientifically. Literaturely, I am not smart. And there you go. Fucking prime example right there.
Every generation has thought that they were living at the end of times because everything's new to everyone. So anytime there's a
had
bad
Y2K.
thing, they're like, this is the first bad thing that's ever happened. It's way more intense than that stuff in history because I didn't live through that stuff in history. So I imagine it wasn't as intense as this.
Think about when fucking Benjamin Franklin was having his fucking apprentices go out with big rods so they could figure out what electricity was, and they were all like getting shocked by the sky and dying. He was probably like, "World's gonna end in 5 days." like he was
Dude,
probably like,
100%.
Bring me another 10 black children. It's 1742. I can still own those. It's not morally in my time. It's okay to be like this. I'm actually pretty progressive for my time.
That's what they tell you when I was in middle school. Literally because Benjamin Franklin and I had the same first name, I would do so many autobiographies about him,
Lit.
and I became to know so much all these facts about Benjamin Franklin for no reason.
And you used to think he was so cool.
And you used to think that he was the one that went out and got electrocuted and was like, "Oh, that was a
because
crazy
that's how
day."
history depicts him.
Yes.
In all the videos, you'd see him outside with the kite.
With the kite,
But then
yeah.
he gets to
Dude.
college and he's like, No. He had like 40 slaves. Bro, like he
He was just sitting back with binoculars watching his slaves fucking die in the field.
It's like
just
Oppenheimer,
putting them in a
miles
catapult.
away.
Just fucking
That's horrible.
send them to the lightning. Shoot up.
And then the painting that you had in your head, you used to think Benjamin Franklin used to be so cool.
No.
And then you get to college and you're just like, oh.
He had real life lab rats, dude. He made bifocals. He was testing slaves that were blind. It wasn't working. He was making them lose vision because they were out in the fields, like not with the right prescription. Like, it's not what you
Trying to invent bifocals.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my
It's
God.
fucking crazy. He's like, I'll figure it out. I'll just use like a bunch of slaves and they'll go through the trial and error of all the hardship. And then I'll be known as an inventor in all these children's books.
That is so funny.
It's crazy.
I just love the gotcha. He's just taping metal rods to guys. He's like, all right, Jamal, get out there. No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Go on now, DeBrickashaw.
just standing in like a bunker with a telescope.
Yeah.
Little further. Keep going.
Talking to Thomas Jefferson, he's like, he's totally gonna die. I've killed like 5 of them. Jesus fuck.
Can you imagine you have a time machine? And you're like, I'm going to go back and I'm going to fucking watch Benjamin Franklin fucking discover electricity. I'm going to see him out there with the kite.
That?
You had no idea.
Like,
what
oh my
it
God.
was. And it turns into like you trying to convince him, stop sending other people out there, dude.
Well, we've learned that when you get hit with 1,000 volts, you die.
You just fucking show
We've
him a
learned that
battery.
about 17 times. I don't know what we're actually testing here, but
You know that small little circuit we had to make in like 7th grade?
Yeah.
Where like the 2 batteries and like you had a light bulb and you just flick it on or whatever the fuck you figured it out. You just go back in time and show him that and you'd save so many people's lives.
He died of syphilis, I think.
yeah, he was all syphilis
He
out,
was
dude.
a fucking sex freak, dude.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this week's episode of You Should Be Worried. We're very happy to have you guys here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the channel to make sure that you guys hit that notification bell, when we post. It's every Wednesday at midnight, baby. You can follow me on social media at MattyFucko everywhere. You could also follow In The Making ITM on all social media platforms. We put out really good sketches. It's a really fun time. Go to my social medias, my personal social medias for like show dates and other kinds of fun content. And that's all on my part. Go ahead, Chris.
You can follow me at Chris Warren Comedy on Instagram and TikTok. I got my show dates up there. I got history content every week. And you can DM me if you want to talk about Judaism or sobriety. Those I love talking about history too. Or if you just want to say hi or give me a death threat. I'm a very lonely person. You can message me pretty much anything.
And he'll thank you for it.
I will.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this week's episode of the podcast. We love you. We'll see you next week.